What's good, budget fam? Back at it again with another video. This is going to be part 7 of the series, I think. Yeah, part 7. You guys are trucking through this. I'm learning editing as we speak. I've gotten a little bit better, but I still do everything in one take, so I don't do anything with script. It might suck. I'm gonna be honest with you. These early videos are going to suck, but it gets better. What's good, budget fam? We're back at it again. So here we're going to be looking at some slight toxicity on a few of these plants. We could talk about some of the signs of how you can see nitrogen toxicity. If you look at the tips of the plants, if their leaves are shiny and dark green, you've gotten a slight toxicity for nitrogen. If you're seeing pale yellowing leaves, then you know you're low on nitrogen. So for these 4 plants, the blueberry, the violet vortex, the GMO, and the gummy bears, they're all looking pretty happy, with the exception of the violet vortex having slightly yellowing leaves, but not too bad. Let me remind you guys, this is a budget setup. Everything we got here is under $300. The tent itself is a $50 tent. That's budget, no name brand. I think if you look it up on Amazon, it'll either be like Zazzy or Green Hut. There's a bunch of really cheap tents. Also, these desk fans, I have one on the bottom of the tent and one at the top. Each were, I think, $7 each. So around $15. The lights are $85 each. Really cheap for those lights. They're the XS1500 Pro. I think there's a video on it. I think I recently showed you the product review. I got a really budget little extended power strip thing. Divider, protector, surge protector. So for people wondering how I keep these so tight, these lower branches are about the same height as the apical meristem. I did not top it. All I did was I leaned him over. Same with this one. You'll see that's the apical meristem. I just lean him over. Simple as that. This allows all the other lower branches to catch up to the top over like maybe 2-3 days. If you do that every single day for 3 days, the lowers will catch right back up. It's like topping, but requires a little bit more work. I do it because you get to keep the main apical meristem. That nug looks the best, always. It looks amazing. It's the fattest, biggest nug. I like keeping them. But this guy, we're going to top him. Because these are photos. This guy and this guy, they're photos. That's why they're shorter too. They're still in veg, and these are getting like some flowering hormones already, so they're going to start stretching. You'll see pistils on them. This guy's got pistils. This guy's got very few, but he's got some. Look right there. It's hard to see. It's the moving leaves. Here, hold up. The protruding hair-like structures are the pistils of this plant. They extend from the bract. Yeah. That's how you get tall side branches that outcompete the main apical meristem. Yeah, so I'm going to top this one. What I mean by topping is I'm going to remove the most upper growth, this little guy right here, excluding the 2 fan leaves. So I will pinch this little guy off right here. Boop. And that's it. Move that little guy. And toss him right back in. And here we are. You'll see that I just plucked the thing in the middle. Right there. I'm going to do the same for this guy. The 2 photo periods, because I'm going to be running these probably an extra like week or 2 more than the autos before I even think about flipping them. So let's see if I can get this one on camera better. This guy, gotta go. Boop. And he's gone. This little dinky thing at the very top. Bye-bye. There it is. Bam. So by doing that, it encourages all these lower growth, all of this lower stuff to pop upward. I'm probably gonna have to defold this plant specifically like 5 times. It's just so bushy down there. Like, you can see some air in this one. There's some air there. Like, if I try to lift this up, there is no air. No air, no air. There's like nothing I can lift up to like let you see in there. That shit is just all jumbled up. That's 2 tops right there on top of each other. I can't really do much about this one. I'm gonna have to heavily defoliate. But by doing that topping, it should help these lowers come up a little bit. The little house plant she's going with. I think these 2 are supposed to be sunflowers. I don't know if they germinated or something happened with the seed or it got planted too deep or. But these guys are starting to pop. Yes, sir. So this is my girlfriend's little veggie tent. She's got a little mini grow tent to try growing things herself. She's got things like sunflowers, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, African daisies, and I think that's a nerve plant in the back left corner. But thanks for watching. Here's a little tidbit, and we'll be back to the video. At some point, I'm going to have a defoliator. I think today might be the day. I'm only going to do very light defoliation. I'm going to take off this fan leaf and this fan leaf, 2 right there. One on the right and one on the left, the 2 fan leaves. A little chunker of a stem, fan leaves. Alright, so let's see. Stick my finger in, push downward. Down, down, down we go. And you'll get this beautiful fan leaf. Wow. Opening her up. Same thing on this side. Pushing down on this stem. Let's see if I can get a. Yep, I'm just pushing down on there. Boop. Should come right off like that. Simple, easy as pie. Alrighty. That should make a world of difference for her. You can actually see some tops now. There's 1, there's another 2, there's another 1. Oh, there's 2 in there. There's a second top peeking out right there, my middle finger. 1 under right here. 2. 1, 2. Looking good other than that. Alrighty. Well, now the GMO is flowering early, which is not a great sign, but we'll probably still get a decent yield from that many tops. I'm going to split her open, spread her out a little bit, let the light penetration get down and in there. We'll see what happens. We're going to do a little root showcase. You think I don't know? Psych! Thought I was going to go to under the bottom of the pot this time. Go on top of the pot. Wing. See this guy. Oof. Roots. So you can see that root porn? Root porn up top. And they got roots down low. God. So the setup I'm running is just seed starter and cocoa. I wanted to do some worm casting and some perlite, but this is as close as you can get to hydro without actually doing hydro. I always say the easiest to grow is obviously the violet vortex. Like, I have not at all tried to like baby these plants. I just kind of made a giant batch of soil, just threw it all in there and was like, however you fare is however you fare. But I will always back up Robinhood seeds. Always. For always and forever, Robinhood seeds. This is Humboldt Seed Company. It's okay. They're okay. I wouldn't say anything bad against it. It hasn't been the healthiest plant, but I haven't babied them, and I haven't checked pH or anything, so everything could be completely off. But the difference is, like, you can give the same different plants like the same environment, and like some will shine in it and some others won't. These are roughly 70 degrees, 75 with the lights on. They're not extremely warm. I would rather have it warmer because most plants like it in the 80s to 85, but it is what it is. It's nice to see the plants have like really healthy roots. Like even the small guy. I think there's like a little spot right there. You see those healthy roots just reaching, eating up. I really love seeing this. This guy was wild to see. There's just roots everywhere. But yeah, so. Da 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 da. I'm about to fucking grow some weed. Da 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 da. We better motherfucking grow some weed. First thing I noticed is the violet vortex looks amazing. She took that topping like a G. Love the topping. The blueberry. She liked the topping too. The side little branches are growing up. GMO didn't like the LST as much as I wanted it to. Her leaves are a little bit funky. No funky. And the gummy bear's looking good. So, let's see how this continues. Oh wait, forgot. Obligatory check. I think this plant is actually finally dead. Days and days and days of days and days. Cold weather finally did her in. You were a warrior. Gryffindor. Pretty cute Barnes & Nobles. It's pretty big. Leads into the mall. This is Valley View. Yeah, I kind of like the game of life though. And Scrabble. Oh my goodness, those are my games. Scrabble. Normally I would not top dress right now, but because this one specifically hit flower really early, the GMO auto, I might have stunned her because her roots hit the bottom really early in this little peat pot, and I didn't transplant her fast enough, but that one might be on me. I was being lazy and I didn't have all the pot stuff ready, and I just, yeah. That's what happens. It's part of moving to like a new state and trying to grow in a new place. Not having all your gear, nothing ready, and just trying to go for it and winging it. But I'm going to have to top dress her. I see some of her little feeder roots are up here. Pretty little feeder roots. Alright, unfortunately, Budget Fam, I lost the video of me top dressing on the 27th and me watering it in and doing stuff on the 28th, but we'll continue this on March 1st where the plants have grown a bit. Good morning, starshine. The world says hello. Oh, you guys are starting to stink. You guys are stank. 2 autos really leading into flowering. I can't really stop them. They're not big enough for me, but hey. The violet vortex right there too. And then this light color girl right here. She needs a little bit more nitrogen. Just a wee bit. Do a little foliar. There's like very, very little CalMag in here. These are early enough in flower right here. These are early enough in flower that it's not really that big of a deal if you get them a little wet. Normally, you don't want to get any of the bud sides wet, but if it's like first week, you're fine. I'm only doing that because some of these have like a little. They're showing signs of like slight deficiency. It's like this one's just barely too light for me. This guy's got some lower leaves that are dying, and I mean the upper growth looks great, but like it means that some of the mobile nutrients from the lower leaves are moving upward, and that's not something I really want. I want them to have enough nutrients all the time, but sometimes the old leaves get necrotic anyways, no matter what you do. So, but yeah, we got 2 photoperiods. Left is violet vortex, right is the bubblegum. Wait, no, fuck. Left is the violet vortex. Right is the blueberry cupcake from Humboldt. This is the GMO, and that's gummy bears. These 2 are from Atlas Seeds. They're probably not having a great time. I put them in peat pots. Kind of triggered them to flower a little bit too early. So, not going to be too amazed by the final product, I don't think. Like, the yield, at least. I think the bud's going to be fine. Like, the lower the yield, the danker the bud. That's how it always goes. Always how it goes. Alrighty. I'll see you guys after I'm done. I'm going to show you how I generally see if these plants are ready for some water or not. I take my finger, I place it under the pot, and I lift. I check the weight. I check the weight of this one. I check the weight of this one. And check the weight of this one. So the one on the right is the heaviest, has the most water in it. The one next to it has the least water in it. And these 2 have about the same amount of water. This one's a little bit overwatered. This one's pretty much perfect, but she will drink all of that that's in the pot faster than everybody else. When you see plants with heavy foliage, they transpire and release water. If you would see how dense this bush is, it's just shooting out water all the time. It's just outputting water into the air. Meaning most of this water in here is going to dry out. They could be the same weight, and by the next morning, this one will be lighter no matter what. Based on water consumption. Different strains, different breeders, different genetics. So I'm going to have to let her drink up, even though these 2 both are photoperiods. Both these are photoperiods. This one drinks substantially less, like less than the autos. The autos drink like a small amount. This one's drinking a dumb amount, and this one's drinking the least. So sometimes got to measure and keep track of who's drinking what, or else if you use the same amount of water for all 4 plants, you'll get signs like this of slight overwatering, and it's having a hard time accessing the nutrients because it was too wet. These 2, on the other hand, they're autos, so it's they always have these like finicky bottom leaves that kind of die first. Look at those. Yep, they're all getting moved towards the top, so I might have to feed these guys with a little bit of 284 because I don't want to give them too much nitrogen. I'll keep giving them the nitrogen and the CalMag
This CalMag's a 200, the one I use. And I'll probably be adding some kelp, some raw kelp, and raw humic acid. The raw humic acid will act as a chelator. It will help all the nutrients be, first of all, uptaken by the plants, and secondly, be held in the soil better.
Humic acid also helps buffer the pH of the medium or solution. It generally pushes it towards 7, and it works both directions. If the pH is 8, it'll move it towards 7. If the pH is 6, it'll move it towards 7. But so far, we've given each of these 1 tablespoon per gallon of the Gaia Green 284 and the 444, and that's all we've given them. And we're going to be planning on adding some humic acid probably towards the end of flower, but we'll see about when we do it. Also, generally, we use kelp meal or kelp with humic acid. Both are potassium supplements. One is a 004 and the other is a 001. Both are good for bulking and for the health of the plant. Kelp also is a natural PGR, plant growth regulator. It pretty much gives the plant some hormones that will help them really bulk up and get big. Yeah.
Da-na-na, 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 Sports Center.
I had the sniffles, so I'm going to do a little voiceover on this. You're going to see the plant on the right is slightly light yellow. That's the blueberry cupcakes. She could use a little bit more food, but I'm not going to feed her too much right now. I'm seeing slight issues on the GMO. The violet vortex looks fine, and the gummy bears looks fine. So the growth is going well. You see the left two are stretching a little bit more as they hit flower in their autos. I'm trying to exaggerate some of those purple, like pistil-looking structures that are coming out of the bud. Those end up becoming leaves, and it indicates what type of coloring you'll get. Yeah, they look pretty good. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. This is a good time. You guys joined me for quite a long video already. I just can't keep you guys here for any longer. I'm going to say peace out, Budget Fam, and we'll see you next time on next week's episode.